Hello again. I took a brief intermission there, but cool. We're back again. Hold- on. Well, like I said in the last one, I'm going to do my that's not right. Property. Oh, no, that's not right. Okay, yeah, that's not right. Make myself a little smaller so I can all right, let's see how it looks. Oh, nailed it. Okay. Nailed it. Um, yeah, looking at my Final Fantasy tools up here. This was, remember, I don't use them anymore. But anyway, the last time I read this, it was allowed, and in it I say that I don't mind about type of like mistakes, typos, or anything like that. Um, and I haven't. But since we're here again, we're going to read it aloud and also make some edits along the way. All right. So the title of this is The Cost and Value of Better. The universe requires that I prove to her who I am, and oh, I welcome the opportunity. I get to express myself in a whole new way. I get to use my courage to pursue my life specifically in a way that is kind and safe to me. As I write, I have the opportunity to fight in a way that is second nature to me, even though I am a bit out of practice. Typos and grammatical errors, let's go. The black male experience is to be a provider, period. But I have learned that, hold on, oh, here we go. The black male experience is to be a provider, period. But I have learned that the blueprint of going above and beyond first requires the appreciation of. How can I rewrite this? Man, this is so true. In order to go above and beyond, I needed to appreciate my experience in a real way. Over the last couple of years, I have been through a lot, you know, and in order for me to, because you know, a part of like moving, when they say you got to move on, um, it's sort of like, yeah, you got to move through things, right? But you may not have the tools required for you to move in the way that you need. Um, you need to know who you are in order for you to implement any sort of in order to implement anything in your life, you need to know if it works for you or not. Um, at least that's what my experience has been. And yeah. So yeah, we're gonna meditate on that. We're gonna talk about this. I actually wrote this article um a year after everything happened, but the sentiment of it ties right into who I was at the time of the event, but also what my life has taught me. Like, I've been me a long time, and I've had to sacrifice a lot in order to be me. I know where I want to go in my life. And as I sat during this period of time, I'm learning how to keep going. You see, this is the exact. I released a video. It wasn't live. It was an actual video that I think I edited. But this is the anxiety I refer to when I talk about this shit again and again and again, and to go through a court process and all of the like. You can at any point just tell the truth, you know, but you're not going to. So I have to do this so that people will finally stop lying about who they are and who I would have to be because of their inability to accept them. I have learned how to discern between good and better. I'm always seeking to be a better person, and throughout this ordeal, I have seen people become worse and one of the reasons is because we lack the ability to appreciate anyone other than rotten children. We are, can be, and look to raise. Between our own happiness and our own achievements, we do not have time to care for others. We can observe how we raise our children just to learn. Some people converse with their children, ask them questions, and wait for the answer. The child's appreciation of their own experience is delightful and desired. The child has the opportunity to be considered. that consideration is grown and cultivated simply because it existed. I was talking to someone yesterday, a friend of mine, when it comes to who when it comes to whether or not you know something and how you're able to uh, implement it in your life. So if you don't know about stocks, you can't invest in stocks. If you don't know about baseball, you can't say that you want to go to a baseball game. So there is a way that we raise our children where there are things that we need to introduce them to so that it has the ability to be grown. It has the ability to be considered, you know? So like kindness, respect, um, honor, integrity, all of these things we introduce to children at a young age, and they grow up being able to replicate that in their societies. And we see this when it looks bad kids, bro. Some people don't talk to their some people tell their kids that they have nothing to cry for and telling them that they're weak. We convince them that their only methods of communicating are ineffective and non existent while not teaching them any other way. How many times have you told someone to toughen up or get over it or to somehow demonstrate a level of strength that they need in order to perform a task, this strength that they don't have, and then you make them feel bad for not having. As I think about my experience here, um, why do I have to be a bad employee? You know? And I'm not sure if that's the claim being made just yet, right? But for someone to be terminated, they were not following the rules. Um, at least an official way of terminating someone is that they engage in constant misconduct, not following the rules, not following the rules, not adhering to guidelines. And so it just hurts. But we got to keep going. Um, There's no wonder these kids can have the potential of bad kids. Everything that went into their well being wasn't well meaning. We denied their existence twofold. We deny their capabilities that prove their existence while simultaneously invalidating it out. The difference. I don't want to make the difference the environment because people can be in a good environment and still turn out bad, right? Um, but it is true that you have good kids that grow up in bad environments, but they're a little tarnished, right, by the abuse that they had to endure. They're tarnished by the trauma, bro. Good kids and bad kids are both traumatized, but the way how they use their trauma is different. And the way they use their trauma is dependent on the environment that they're in. So if you are raised in an environment where like it's very dog eat dog world, um, no one cares about me, you gotta look out for yourself. You lack the emotional intelligence to care about anybody. Not really. You may like the things that are in your life because they make you happy, but maybe not in their own. I do not judge people on their ability to access or assess better. A person can only know what they've been through. Towards that end, I want to follow and provide a sustainable example of what better is and should be, and meet others to build that together. Have you ever, of man, the foreshadowing? Have you ever worked at a job where something didn't work like it was supposed to? Did you have to find a workaround, jury rig one thing to another during the commission of your task? Even though you were doing your best, you couldn't. The best scenario is that the thing works as intended, which would allow you to realize your potential in a way you could appreciate. If you are not doing something the right way, if you don't have a proper foundation, the techniques that you use upon that foundation are not as strong as they could be. They may not be even be the technique that you hope to employ because the start is all messed up. And we are to do, and we're told to do the best we can on this shit, you know. And go and read this article. I'm gonna put the link in the. This was cool. This was a cool article, right? But anyway, the real reason we're here is due to the oh, I'm supposed to say it, like and subscribe, please. The reason I'm doing this is because I just want everything. I've done my best to settle this matter with this company, and the only thing that they can prove to me is that they're going to fight me. They're going to fight me for the allowance to do the things that they've done. That's what this legal argument, this is what this entire legal thing is. Everything that occurred from the moment Megan Shaw became a director in this department up until today, the only thing that they had to do was say, you know what? We see that we're wrong. But that's wishful thinking. Companies don't do that. They just don't do that. So this, oh, because it's a. So this is one of the discipline. This is the disciplinary action that I spoke about in my previous video, and this is where we begin, right? So from the very beginning, we see that this was given to us on. That's okay. I think it's visible enough, right? Yeah. All right. So as you can see, she's the person that issued it. 412. So you remember that meeting in the first video where, or the video, the prior video where I said I came back to work the following week and we talked about why my assignment didn't save. Look what she did. Between April 20th to April 23rd, she decided that the reason for this meeting was coaching. And it was for communication, right? And I find it interesting because I reached out to her to facilitate the completion of everything that I would need that week. But this is why I know Megan Shaw is a liar. Like reading it, you know, and you would have to imagine how mind warping it is to, what was that? 23rd, 14th, 9 days prior. I talked about having a honest and transparent method of communication. And this person lies about the reason we had a meeting on the 12th. And while communication this is all to say she was coaching me. When the history that both she and I have knows that I was educating her more than her educating me. And this isn't new, right? Oh, the La Musica. Put this on. Man, that helps me calm down a little bit. Holy shit. Um, it's so incredible, you know. Um, and having ADHD doesn't make that easy because I remember things that like I remember all this shit like it happened yesterday, like it happened last week. And the intensity that I feel towards it is the anxiety that I feel rising because like, bro, from the moment she opened her mouth on this, from the very beginning, she was lying. No. 4-6 advises direct manager that he would be working atypical days. Again, I listen. I'm not going through it. I'm not going through it. Not on this. So with this, we are able to see all the shit. So the things that are most pertinent are 4-6, 4-9, right? So again, due to his last minute PTO but gave no prior that he would be missed at the system. So you imagine if she taught me how to use the UltiPro system and all of that stuff, right? Why would she sit here and say that it was why? And no prior communication to his leader, which is my leader. My leader was communicated to 2 weeks prior to Megan Shaw getting her job. Because that's who my manager was, not her at the beginning, which the company has gone through. By the time the company sets forth their narrative as far as what happened, they don't. Every time I look at this shit, I realize something new, you know? You know you're lying. The thing when I read about, like, when I read this, right? It's like, he's so sad, bro. But anyway, let's just look at the dates. 4-6, 4-9, 4-13, 4-14. Did not agree with direct managers. Again, that was this up here where I was asking questions about it, you know. 4-19, he was taking offense to the entire exchange, which I told her, you know, you asking me whether or not I spoke to you, and we went through a whole thing where we spent quite a few. I think we had maybe 3 meetings the week of the 12th. Because it was this one that I called with her that she tries to say she called it with me. And then 2 more to complete this very assignment. Oh, where is it? Right? Direct manager addresses concern that has a supervisor to he did, to which all said 416 would suffice. Advised he would not be committing to a date prior to reviewing again. If you have an assignment and you ask us, when do you think you'll be able to complete this assignment? If I tell you 416 is a safe date for me because I still don't really understand like what's going on, it's weird to me that it has to be worded in this. But listen, this was worded in this way for a reason. This woman wished to throw me under the bus for her own terrible behavior while working in her capacity. Look at this. 420. 420, direct formal complaint. Again, we had a meeting. This wasn't told to me during that meeting. Tentatively accepted a follow-up call with direct manager to close out prior day's occurrence. Again, you asked me what the meeting was for. You're not, you know what I mean? Why are you doing one thing and then testifying to a whole other thing? You know, it's just, this is who she is as a person. When I read this, I had an anxiety attack when they gave this shit to me, bro. Because I'm like, where is all of this coming from that I just had a meeting with you on the 19th? You said there was no issue, right? So you have all these 419, 419, 420, 420, the same meeting. Same meeting that we had, and you didn't bring up any of this stuff. You know, it's just weird. Yeah. Can you confirm that this is an accurate copy of the disciplinary action served on 4/23/2001? Yes or no? Can you confirm that the people present for this meeting discussed? Oh, disguised. Wow. I'm like, wait, there's no S. There's no C. There's no C. There are no extra S's. What's going on? But no. So by a year later, by the time I wrote this article, this person was no longer an employee of PsyOps, and this person is the HR director of what is now Datavant, and we'll learn what she's been up to. But damn, this is already 27 minutes in. Okay. All right. So we edited that. We're going to put in the description. Let's do that now. Boom, boom, boom. Edit. Save. Wait, was that part 2? Damn it. It's finished. Wait, so... Oh. Alright. Okay. Since this disciplinary action, quite a few things happened. So okay. Okay. I'm organizing my notes. I've done this before too, but I want to do it in this way so that it's honest. Okay. All right. Now we're moving on to I didn't realize the music was as low as it was. All Alright, 29th. So I'll edit dead space and other shit later. Or maybe I won't. Maybe this is just enough that I like put this shit out here and no one has to be here to no one has to be here to see me going through this shit. All they need to know is that yo, when you have a ton of anxiety, sometimes you need to just do shit. Forget all the fucking like everything that you feel like you've prepared ahead of time. Like if you can do it, do it. But just get it done. And that's where we are right now with this shit. Alright. Done. Oh, it won't show. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Oh, I have to switch. No worries. Okay. Stressful. Stressful. Sure. I will. Sure. Hmm. I'm still here. I'm they didn't switch it. Sorry, I had a code on my Adobe. But they still haven't applied or fixed. Well, no matter. What are we doing? Okay. So how will I do this? You know what? Let's not fuck. So when I knew that so when I asked Juliet Maddox, that's gonna be a screenshot. Because I'm like, yo, what do I really need to capture right now? And it's just this. thank you so much, Julie. That's like a part of like what I feel is thankful to a degree, right? Because like these people made it easy for me to have a starting point, for me to go out into my life and say, this is what I've been through, this is what I'm working towards, you know? It's just a little bit on the bizarre side where like, really? Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Let's save it then. Open it. No worries. That's kind of cool, actually. I wonder why it well, we'll figure that out later. It doesn't even show the screenshot. There's no... This is bizarre. Huh. That's interesting. Right. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I think there's a way for me to... Oh. Listen, whatever. So, the day after, no, the disciplinary action was on April 23rd. This was the 20th, that was a Friday. So this Monday, this is now like 9 o'clock at night. That's my time, not 10 o'clock my time, right? I worked all day Monday, and I was still working a little later that night because I wanted to make sure that things were super fresh. And I think that's the idea that I want to make very clear as early as right now. I was just threatened to have my job be taken away from me by someone who did not want to accept that they were caught slacking at work, and again wanted to blame me for it. Right? Like that, the meeting that occurred on August 19th with the analyst and them checking to see who did their job. I was doing mine and she was caught probably not doing hers. So yeah, this disciplinary action that has all these things attached to it, this is why I know that they work together in order to paper my HR file. Because Megan drafted the document and HR helped her find it. So Juliet Maddox, having been in that meeting on April 20th, recorded the things that I was saying that I had an issue with Megan, and then turned it around to help her construct the corrective actor. Saying it out loud, you know, and having like, this shit happened, you know, this person tells me right here that her and Megan Shaw worked together in order to paper my HR file and threaten my life and my livelihood. after knowing that I have PTSD, after knowing that I had depression and anxiety, you know. It's just on the growth side, you know. Hold on one moment. I'm actually gonna stop streaming right now. Actually, no, I'll be right back. I'll do a be right back.
Mic on.
Okay. Oh. Sorry, my anxiety is not great sometimes. Um, all right. Sorry. I needed my job for my psychiatric medication, you know, and I know that, so I'm going to be doing what I need to do in order for me to be treated. And these people are conspiring to take my job from me because they don't want to be held accountable for their actions or lack thereof. It just it's just so miserable. It's just so miserable. But it's okay. It's going to be. Because my next episode is going to be the next episode is going to be my abuse complaint against Megan Shaw that I filed the next day. Peace.